the days when I was a concubine, before I had power or an empire to call mine. I respect only few and I reduced the army size. I broke Confucius' ways, killing the game every time. My reign was unexpected, they said girls are only wives, but when you've got connections, it's not so hard to rise. The concubines above me, I put them back in line. I smashed them with their limbs and I drowned them in the wine. I made a new trend, not only men can rule. You could call me a hipster, but I'm not too cool for school. Education is what matters, scholarship rule the world. Cause when you're really smart, it's not so bad to be a girl. Go ahead and tell your friends Buddhism is where it's at. Cause all that stuff about heaven, who needs all of that? Well, you got all the weapons and the muscles and the knives. I got all the brains, and that explains my rhymes.
Rulers, rulers, who are you? Who are you and what do you do? Who is the goat and what do they say? Whose empire turned out okay? I'm Kublai Khan. I destroyed the song. Who? I never heard of you. You aren't even famous. Now what were you thinking? Coming here to battle, see you already shrinking. Hey, Empress, now what did you do? Did you conquer the world like me? No, I fear that you attacked that they submitted to me. My empire stayed strong, weed out everything we need. I expanded the code system, promoted commerce. Yeah, man, I know, such a cool emperor. As a great Khan, I had so many wives. If you were one, you'd be the last concubine. As a true emperor, I became so civilized. Patron of the arts was never criticized. You killed people that were closest to you. Girl, what you thinking? You ain't queen of the world. Rulers, rulers, who are you? Who are you and what do you do? Who is the goat and what do they say? Whose empire turned out okay? You may think that you are better than me, but you failed invasions across the East China Sea. Your younger brother Eric was liked by your people. Compared to you, he was quite peaceful. If you offer me a chance, I would simply decline to ever even be your first concubine. You only lived to be 78. I died at 91, so obviously I am great. You and your Mongols are so uncivilized. How could you guys ever be dignified? You decreed death to those who killed cattle. Looks like you were too wealthy to just go to battle. To you, women were an invisible presence. If I met you, I would teach you some lessons. You should have religion because you know what to think. Join Buddhism. It might be your missing link. I said it wrong. Rulers, rulers, who are you? Who are you and what do you do? Who is the goat and what do they say? Whose empire turned out okay?
You are the fakest Buddhist that I've seen. You should plug your daughter's into my run can get obscene. You were number 5 on me, quickly to the top. If it sounds familiar, you can tell me to stop. We thought you could rule the biggest empire in the world, but you can't maintain the life of a little girl. Mongols kill conquered people when we slaughter. You can't keep from killing your own daughter. I founded a dynasty and brought all of China into it. Historians don't consider your dynasty legitimate. I'm a powerful warrior who would never back down. Meanwhile, you were just a favorite of the crown. I unified an enormous land of different people. You divided China by making men and women equal. You think being a female empress is such a task to try real Mongol equality and ride on horseback.
Rulers, rulers, who are you? Who are you and what do you do? Who is the goat and what do they say? Whose empire turned out okay? Okay, you can stop.